All right, guys, I'm back. I'm 100% back, back and 100% ready this time, guys. So, the step three. So, the next step to quitting your 9 to 5 is you want to go ahead. Oh, God, there's so much. I don't know what the hell that says. So, the next step to quitting 9 to 5, right, is you want to go ahead and start making money, start earning, create a business, right? Once you create a business, no, not business, after you learn the skill, start learning from the skill you learned. Start earning skill you learned. So you want to go ahead and start earning from that skill that you've already earned, that you've already learned. All right. And then the next step is you want to get your first $1 online or after your job. So how do you do that? Get so find a way. If you try to make at least 5K consistently on the skill. So you want to go ahead and make 5K consistently on that skill that you've learned. And then step four, step four, right? So you want to build a financial runway, build safety fund, emergency fund, actually. Build 6 months emergency fund. What that really means is you want to save some money up, right? You want to save some money up. You want to build 6 months emergency fund. So this gives you a breathing room. This gives you breathing room if your business or what you're doing to make income outside your 9 to 5 fails. If your income from 9 to 5, if income outside 9 to 5 fails. So that's what that is meant for, all right? To build that emergency safety fund, it is very, very important. If y'all got any questions, you can ask in the chat. And then now the sixth step, all right? I hate how I keep doing that. So now the sixth step is to essentially, before you quit, before quitting, don't quit yet. All right. Don't quit your job yet. Don't quit your job yet. All right. But you want to try and reduce dependency on your job. So what that means is, so you want to start reducing your dependency on your job. So you want to cut off, you want to track all your spendings. Track. So that comes to tracking your spendings, tracking your spendings. So you want to go ahead and track your spendings. Every dollar, every dollar or pounds or whatever you spend that come out of your pocket, you want to make sure, even every cent that come out of your pocket, you want to make sure you track it, document it. Don't spend without planning. Don't spend without tracking. Track it. You want to avoid lifestyle inflation, overspending. You want to avoid overspending on your lifestyle, overspending on lifestyle. So avoid overspending on your lifestyle, all right? Ensure to avoid it because it will fuck you up. If you spend too much on your lifestyle, it will fuck you up. You won't be able to reach financial freedom. It will fuck you up big time, bro. So avoid that, all right? And the last thing you want to go and do is simplify it. Basically, you want to be wearing simple clothes. You don't want to be going on eat out. Do meal prep instead. You want to make sure you spend as little as possible. If you want to quit your 9 to 5, spend as little as possible. And then now let's go up to the next one. The eighth step, step eight. Let's write that down. Step eight to quit your 9 to 5, right? Is don't rage quit. Like I said, live on good terms. Time your exit when income is. So quit your job when income income from outside your 9 to 5 is hot, is is more is more than your 9 to 5 salary. So that is around that mark. That is when you really want to quit your 9 to 5. When your income is already much more than your 9 to 5 salary. So that is really when you want to go ahead and quit your 9 to 5. So it is kind of like the last step, but not really. So I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. All this get rich quick scheme are just nonsense. So the last step, all right, to quit your 9 to 5, not the last step, one of the last steps, you want to go all in on what is working for you. You want to treat your work like survival because it is. Don't output, focus Don't say I will try. You have to go all in. Go all in. Income stream. So you want to go all in, double down, put all your effort, and that way you will be able to quit your 9 to 5 easier. Not easily, just easier. So that's all the steps really to quit a 9 to 5. Now I'm not gonna bullshit you, all right? I'm not the last thing I'm gonna do is bullshit you all. Okay? Never gonna do that. So so let's say you want to basically build a business. So I'm gonna walk you through how to actually run a business. So let's say you want to build a business, right? Building business. All right. So building business, how do you do it? Hmm? How? Exactly how do you do it? How do you build a business? What business do you build? All of those questions, they need to be answered in it. So the first step, the first step is to decide what business you want to build. Okay? Decide what business you want to build. So ecom is there. Ecom, drop shipping is right there. They're there. You could do agency company, agency company. Let me sure y'all can see. You can do local business, local business, which is highly scalable. You can do cleaning, something like that. Cleaning, easy. So these are the two types of businesses you can build. So how can you how can you build this business, right? So ecom, I can't. I'm going too much to details. Um, it is fine. You can do things like this. So how do you build this business? So ecom, you can use tools like Shopify, Wix to start your online store. Agency company, it could be any kind of agency really. I'm not too sure about this, guys, so I'm not gonna tell you why I don't know. I will never tell you why I don't know. That's the last thing I'll do. So cleaning, you can make content to advertise yourself. Content, content to advertise. You can make content and what's it called? You can make content to advertise your cleaning. The Shopify, you can advertise yourself through content or affiliate. Content affiliate. You can do those, right? They will work. But apart from this, if you wanna do so, let's say you wanna go ahead and go full on content. Content is a business too, guys. All right, all right. So let's say you wanna go ahead and, and quit your 9 to 5 by doing content creation. All right. So how do I do this? Good question. Easiest way to start, all right? Easiest way to start this content creation is it's the slowest, right? But it is powerful long term. Things that are slow, they are powerful long term, guys. So don't think because it is too slow, you won't start. If you want to make money, you want to do things that will make you money. So you can do YouTube, which is the best one in my opinion. TikTok, you can do fucking Instagram. So how do you essentially scale this up? How do you scale your content up? What kind of content can you even create? So you can do things like, let me circle it, put a little bubble around it. So how do you scale your content up, right? So what kind of content can you create? You can create fitness content, fitness. You can create gaming. You can create any valuable content. Any valuable content. Let's write that down. Any valuable content. So you can do all these things, all right? So how do you make money from it, right? How do you monetize later on in the future? Hmm? So the best way to go about it is you want to go ahead and you can make money from ads from the platform. Sorry for commander. You can make from money from affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is the best one. Quick. You can make money from selling your home products. So this is how you can make money from content, but it's gonna take you quite a long time to really to truly get started. All right. So you have to be super patient with content, and you have to keep giving value to people. All right. So that's kind of like the way to start. All right. So exactly the way to start. So another way, another true way you can be making money. Right. So what do you do? What exactly do you do after you get consistent sales? Well, let's not talk about the business yet, right? So, how do you actually go ahead and properly quit your job the right way? So, quitting job. So, it is easy to actually quit your job. So, what you want to go ahead and do is basically ensure you can be making, ensure you can make consist. Basically, you want to be able to make consistent sales income for at least 6 months. You got me? You want to be able to make consistent income for 6 months before you go ahead and literally quit your job. So that is essentially what you want to go ahead and do first. You want to make sure you have 6 months emergency fund saved. So this is exactly how you can actually quit your job the proper and the right way and the easy way. So what are you gonna do after you've able to like be getting you can get consistent sell. All right, so now let's call it. So this phase after you quit your 9 to 5, ensure hire help, hire help. Don't be greedy. Hire help. All right, pay tax on time. Hire help, pay tax on time, and this way life will be easy for you. So why would you want to hire help? You want to hire help when your business is growing. Business is growing. You can make enough sales. That's when you want to hire help, all right? And paying tax, ensure to get tax advisor, so you can advisor. But here's the thing about paying tax. So here's the thing: do not spend those money, bro. Put the money back. Put put the revenue, profit back into the business. You want to ensure to always invest the money back into the business, or else you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get crushed by the IRS. I'm sorry, bro. I had to break it to you. If you don't invest back into the business, you're gonna get crushed by the IRS, brother. So ensure to always put the money back into the business, or else you get crushed. You will fucking get crushed. So all these things, do them, and that way you can avoid a fucking 9 to 5, and you can able to build consistent income. All right. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.